just picked up this tractor on Facebook Marketplace. I paid next to nothing for this thing because it was broken in half. Leave your guess in the comments as to how much you think I paid for this tractor. It's a 32 horse diesel Mahindra 4-wheel drive with a front end loader in really nice condition. If I can fix this, I stand to make a pretty nice profit or have a really nice tractor. If not, kind of screwed. Let's get into the video, see how this thing turns out.
I'm gonna move this to a spot where it's flat. I think that's what's messing me up. Here, get ready to shove that thing.
Driving. Oh, there it goes.
Jeez. You can't get these wires out of here, and this whole thing has to come off. I don't know what their genius plan was before I got here, but I'll show you my genius plan. Pop that right out of there. Oh, really?
Show you my genius plan.
You know, apparently the inside was open to do that, but you couldn't see that with these dumb rubber things on there. So now I've cut it in half. I'm looking at this thing, it's cracked on both sides. This all the way through. I don't think that side's cracked all the way through, which is good. Working on this last bolt here. Just this one and one on the other side. And then this will be ready to come out. Allegedly. I've made a huge mess. Got everything prepped. This is all gouged on the cracks. It's pulled together. This one wasn't broken all the way through, so that one's fine the way it is. This is nice and tight. I'm gonna weld it out with 7018. That was a nice weld. Got it all welded up, so it was welded across on both sides, then put a gusset here, welded that all out, cleaned it all up. Now for a professional paint job. And there's the finished product. Really happy with how that turned out. That will not break again. What? I kind of messed up here. This wire harness was supposed to go above this, and it's not. It should have been put on, you know, underneath. I'm gonna take these bolts, try to get this off, and try to sneak it around the front here. Hopefully I can do that, because that would be a huge delay. Not that, I mean, not that this has to be like rushed, but I'm trying to get it back together. And there's a rainstorm coming, so I'm trying to race the rain. Of course, anytime you're trying to get something done quickly and efficiently, when you encounter all of the problems, I don't mind working. Perfect. Alright, one of the things I really wanted to pay attention to with a repair like this, adding a bunch of heat to that frame, it could manipulate it or bend it. I wanted to make sure that this fan isn't going to hit anymore. And you can see it goes around nice, so that's good. This guy here. You don't have to. The only thing left to do is add coolant. Tractor.
it's advertised as quick attach, but maybe it's because I'm not on flat ground. I don't know. I don't like it. It's raining right now, but let's go do something with this to test it out and make sure that it's a solid repair. I know the safety police are in the comments right now having a mild cardiac infarction because I'm working under hydraulics. I know it's dangerous. I'm not very smart. It's very obvious that the previous owner did grease it regularly because they're not hardly taking any grease before it's coming out. Usually I get equipment and you can put 8, 10, 15 pumps in the easy to reach grease fittings before stuff starts coming out. You can kind of see how a skid steer is a lot more maneuverable with forks, but it's really nice that that thing has the quick attach on it that accepts all skid steer attachments. I'm not really doing anything with the forks, I just want to make sure they actually fit on there. Getting pretty creative here for pins.
There's no toolbox on this tractor, so I don't have any of that stuff here. Guess you do what you gotta do. Actually, it carries it pretty nice. Just noticed in this pin, like, nearly fell out. Jeez. I don't know where that thing went. I gotta get that fixed too. You know what, this thing is like loose, and I'm not gonna use the loader until I get back to the shop, so I'm just gonna hold on to this pin so I don't lose it and get that put away. Gotta pay attention to stuff like this. Let's go visit my junk drawer. You need a pen. One of these, one of these, one of these, and one of these. Cording has never let me down. Start this thing. right now. Geez, it kind of beat that carabiner up. You gotta watch these pins because they'll snap the crap out of your fingers. I made this temporary fix so I could finish mowing, but I don't want to leave it like that. Search through the junk drawer, we got the right part. I also noticed there's a pin missing out of this one. Sure, that's gonna get ripped off, but it's kind of the best I have right now. Those issues are addressed. Just a quick look at the repair on this side. This side was not broken all the way through. And here's the other side. This side was broken all the way through, and as you can see, it's holding up just fine. And I've used it for a couple hours at this point. And the question everybody's been waiting for an answer to, how much did I pay for this thing? I paid $2,600 for this tractor. I feel like that is a crazy good deal.
Well, I think I'm gonna wrap the video up here. Overall, I think this was a great buy. The frame was cracked. It was a pretty simple fix for me since I have the capability to do that. It's a category 1, works on a lot of equipment I have here. It has the skid steer quick attach, so it'll take the skid steer bucket, or more importantly the forks, which is really nice to have around here. I guess the biggest question is, am I going to keep this? I have no idea. I pick up stuff and I swear up and down that I'm going to keep it, and then 5 minutes later I sell it. So there's really no way to know. I really like this tractor. It's a good size. I had a Ford 1310 I did a couple videos about a long time ago, and I really liked that, and ever since I sold it I kind of regretted selling it, because having the loader and the 4-wheel drive and the small tractor, it's not great for everything, but it's super nice to have sometimes. And I got this for cheap enough where it doesn't really bother me if it's just kind of sitting around. So for the foreseeable future, it's here to stay. I'm sure it'll come in handy working down in the cabin and all that good happy stuff. For now, this was just kind of a short video on buying it, fixing it, and using it. Now let's get back to work on the cabin. Probably gonna cut that out.